Hello and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria.
And I'm Rosetta.
And thank you for joining us. Whether this is a return visit or it is your first time, we're so grateful for you sharing your time with us. We always like to kick things off by letting you know this is a positive space. We are holistic, organic, deep feeling women. And we love to talk, and that's why we chat.
Over tea.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're going to do. Jump straight into the tea that we're going to be chatting to today.
All right. So we are doing Mango Ginger. It is by Yogi. It's a good brand. The ingredients are organic mango flavor and organic passion fruit flavors.
There you go. Oh, where's the ginger? Did it have ginger in it?
Let me see though. Sometimes they do it as a proprietary blend, which it is. So it is organic ginger root, organic cinnamon bark, organic rooibos leaf, organic licorice root for my girl, organic fennel seed, organic cardamom pod. Organic cardamom pod. I don't know. I thought it said peel, but it's pod. And organic mango.
Love it. And then I like it because it has a little saying on the tag.
Yes.
And let's see. Mine says, be fearless. Know that all will be provided in the right time.
And mine says, you are the master of your judgments, your decisions, and your actions.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
I like that.
You are the master.
Yes.
Everyone's a master.
Yes. We always like to smell our tea because we wake it up a little
before we steep it.
Yes. And
I can smell it. I can
smell it as soon as we opened it. I was like, oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah, I think we've done this one before.
Not for a while.
Oh, it smells so good. So fruity. Cheers. Oh, I like that. I like it.
Very good.
And when it cools a bit, you'll get the intense flavors even more.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Yes, it is.
I love it when it's flavorful.
Yes, me too.
All right, so let's get going. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the universe because we've got to learn how to live and to love together and to be with one another. So as you go with us on this journey, Rosetta and I want you to know that our focus is on love and compassion. So today is National Filet Mignon Day.
Filet Mignon.
It is a international Left-Handers Day.
That's my son.
Hey. I'm ambidextrous. So some things I'm right-handed and some things I'm left.
But you write with your right hand.
I write with my right hand because I was a lefty and they didn't want me to. So they spanked
that
my
was the
hand.
same as my mom. She was exactly the same, which is why when she was alive, she wrote. It looked kind of odd, her writing.
Right. Yeah.
It didn't look quite natural.
Because I love writing left-handed. I keep saying I'm going to get one of those kids' books and see if I can teach myself.
Yes. It might be a bit harder
I play tennis with my left hand, racquetball with my right hand, racquetball with my left.
Yes.
So, and it is, what is that, Prosecco?
Prosecco Day.
Yes.
I like Prosecco. Not all of them, but there are some very good ones out there.
There you go. And birthday celebrations?
Birthday celebrations. Here you go. We have Don Ho.
Wow.
Do you know Don Ho? If you don't, now you will know. He's an Hawaiian pop singer, very famous. He's actually passed away.
Yeah.
He passed in 2007. And surprisingly, when he passed away, I was in Hawaii on a cruise ship. Yes, and the newspapers we saved it. I don't know where it's gone, but it had the headlines, the death of Don Ho. And he is the one that sung Tiny Bubbles.
The locals loved him a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's one. And then we have Alfred Hitchcock. He made so many amazing films.
Movies.
You may know them. Some of them are, for example, The Birds, Psycho, North by Northwest, the rear window.
Yes.
All of them scary.
The one that got me was the birds.
The birds, yeah, that one, yes.
Yes, and they used to play it every year, once a year.
Yes, they did.
Every year.
Yes, they did. And then we have one more, DeMarcus Cousins. If you don't know who he is a basketball player for the Mets, famous basketball player. So there you have it.
All right, I love it. So we want to highlight the passing of a child star, Danielle Spencer. Danielle Spencer was the little girl who played on the show. It was an ABC sitcom, okay, and it was called What's Happening? And it was based on 3 teenage boys growing up in South Los Angeles in Watts. And her character was Dee Thomas. And so, she was just a little perky kind of girl. So, like, one time the boys decided that she needed to be, like, to get some girly stuff because she was pretty boyish.
Right, like a tomboy.
Yeah, because she was just around boys. And so the person they hired comes in and they say, is there a lady of the house? And she goes, what do you think I am, chopped liver? I mean, she was very rambunctious like that. So she had a bout with cancer. And on August 11th, she passed at the beautiful young age of 60.
Oh,
now,
young.
she went from doing acting, and I think it was in 1993, she got her doctorate degree in veterinary medicine.
Wow.
So she transitioned all the way from acting,
Wow.
Next, we're going to talk about Kelly Clarkson. We've been hearing in the news, people have been upset because she had to defer her Vegas residency, and they're like, oh, she's done, she's going to quit. Not true.
No. But, usually when celebrities have to, like, singers have to postpone, there is a reason. Especially when they have dates and they have to reschedule those dates. But her ex-husband was Brandon Blackstone.
Yes.
And I didn't know this, but he is the stepson of Reba McEntire.
That's right.
Had no idea on that. But his death came on August the 7th, the day after she announced that she was going to postpone her dates and take care
her show.
Of her show, and actually be more with her family.
Yeah. Like
take care of her family. So that was very sad. And in the obituaries, they actually did not mention Kelly Clarkson, which was very sad.
That whole thing. Remember when we were talking about when they were getting a divorce and how he sued for alimony, child support, and I'm like, Reba McEntire is your mama. Why do you need Kelly's money?
Well, doesn't he have his own money? Because he's a very talented manager. He managed Blake Shelton.
I know, but he still
I'm not quite sure why, but they left her out of the obituaries.
That's sad.
And they mentioned the girlfriend, which was his assistant. He was having a relationship with their assistant, which was also Kelly Clarkson's assistant. So that was very sad.
What
they
a
didn't
tangle
mention
web,
any,
tangle.
Yes, but rest in peace. And he actually passed away from melanoma, which is a skin cancer, form of skin cancer. Yeah. So rest in peace. And
and Kelly, you are in our thoughts and prayers.
Yes,
You're in the kids. I mean, this is really hard because remember they were all in Nashville, and she moved to New York and moved her show there. So she's been going through a lot of changes. She has. So hang in there, girl. Keep your head up. It's going to be okay. So I was watching this show, and they were talking about, stars, and somehow they started talking about Denzel Washington, and it's like, he's done, he's tired, and all of that. And Spike Lee says, no, he's not. He goes, not if I have anything to do or say about it. So, come to find out, Denzel is in a new Spike Lee movie.
I'm excited. And I think he he read the script, I think, and he asked Spike Lee to help him with this movie. And I'm looking forward to it because I haven't seen Denzel in a movie in a long time.
Yes.
It's called Highest to Lowest, and it's a moral dilemma movie. So I'm intrigued to find out, and I want to watch it. So, are you going to watch it?
Absolutely.
So, I'm looking forward
I
to
love
that.
Denzel. And it'll be something good and new because my husband is stuck on that Equalizer.
Oh,
Equalizer 1, Equalizer 2, Equalizer 3.
Well, I was watching Equalizer with Queen Latifah.
Yes, I'm sad that they canceled the show. I really like it. I love that show, and I'm sad that they're taking it away.
I think at the beginning it was really good, but then afterwards it kind of got a bit like, what is she doing? I mean, it's like...
Yeah. Well, they started killing characters off.
Yeah.
You know, the guy that was her main partner, he gets on an airplane and it blows up, and I'm like, okay, now who is she going to go to for backup? And the new guy, I couldn't tell if he was a good guy or a bad guy. So this is going to be interesting. So keep a look out there for Denzel. We were just commenting on back in the day when we would get out for summer school, usually in May, somewhere around the May time frame, May, June. We didn't go back to school for 3 months.
So it was after Labor Day.
Absolutely. It was either say Labor Day is normally a Monday, and then we would go back on sometimes Wednesday
or
Thursday, or if it was a real good year, the following Monday. Well, let me tell you, we have kids who are already back in school. There are 48 districts in Northern California in which kids are back in school.
That's too early, because let's say you get out of school in June, let's say, because usually it's like the 10th or the 11th around that time.
Right.
Then you have like the rest of June, July, and then come August, beginning of August, you're go back to school.
Yeah.
So you don't even get 2 whole months of summer.
Because, we used to love it. It was like when Memorial Day hit, you knew it was almost time for school to be out.
Yes.
And Memorial Day is like the last weekend of May. So it kind of felt like June. So you'd have June, July, and August off. And you go back in September. Not so much. There's also a new district-wide policy regarding cell phones. They are now going to restrict cell phones for all kindergarten, first start, elementary, junior high.
I like that.
I do too. So that's going to be effective this year. Seniors, high school, freshmen, juniors, senior, there's another one, there's 4.
Sophomore.
Yeah, freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. They are going to be allowed to keep their phones until 2026, and then that is going to stop. And I think that's really good. And it's not just the phone, it's wearable devices. So when you're in class, you're not going to be texting the girl sitting next to you or talking to someone else. You're going to focus on school and education.
Oh, that's interesting, the wearable devices. Because when my son was in high school, they had their phones all taken away. Well, as soon as they went into the classroom, they knew
put them away.
They would put them in these little pouches
yeah,
at the door. These little whatever, they're hanging pouches.
Right.
So that was already done. That's been going forever. But I didn't know about these devices. And now come to think of it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because these devices do all kinds of things.
You can text on your watch.
Yeah.
So they're going to do some better things to help our kids focus.
Yeah.
So I like it. I really do. I think it's really good. So, one of the measurements of success is if someone creates something in your image. So I can only imagine that Venus Williams was thinking, Barbie is doing a doll of me. Oh my goodness. And then the doll comes out. It doesn't look like her, doesn't have her body shape. It has her knees, looks like she's had knee replacement. It
doesn't, the only thing that I can say that really is, you could tell it's hers, because they put her in a tennis outfit.
Right.
The skirt and the tank top holding a tennis racket.
Yeah.
But if you strip all that away, it's a naked body. I wouldn't even know who that was.
Yeah.
Because the profile is way too skinny.
Yeah, but the knees.
The knees. The knees.
I'm like, she looks like, she's disabled instead of the star that she is.
We saw that, and I don't see how someone in Barbie and
Mattel
Mattel, sorry, something
yes,
blanked out there for a minute. Mattel, I don't know how the people in Mattel could actually think that looked like, and just roll it out like that, because don't you have to go through like things like when in tech you do beta testing?
Absolutely. And you would have thought they would have showed the dolls to some girls and they would have said, what's up with her knees?
Yeah, I don't understand that. And her body frame is too skinny. I'm sorry, her arms are too lanky and long, and it doesn't. I don't know, if I was her, I'd be happy and privileged
at the same
but then
time.
I would think, I don't look like that, nor will I ever look like that. But then it's kind of like sad because she can't say anything.
Nope.
So we're going to speak for her, because I'm sure she's thinking the same thing. They need, you know what they needed to do? To put some muscles on her arms.
Absolutely. Some definition, some core, because she is so strong.
Yes.
And I understand the legacy of Barbie being skinny. However, if you're going to make other female frames, try and tie them closer to the living person. That's our suggestion.
Yes, I 100% agree. And if you see it, comment below what you think.
Yeah, what did you think when you saw those knees?
The knees, knees bees.
Well, 'tis this time of the season. The MTV music nominations went out, and I think up until a certain point, individuals can go and vote for who they would like in certain categories.
Okay, very good, very good. I like that, and I didn't even know. So I guess I always thought for some reason MTV Awards was around the first half of the year.
Right.
So I get confused.
Well, no, they do the Grammys first, and then they do the MTVs.
There's too many award shows. I get confused.
Yes.
Yeah. So this year, it's going to be on, I think it's September the 7th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And the person who is leading with all the nominations so far is Lady Gaga with 12 nominations.
Yeah.
Which is pretty great. I mean, she's had an amazing year. She had a great album, and then she did the duet with Bruno Mars, which has got very, very big accolades, because Bruno Mars got great accolades for that as well.
Absolutely.
Then we have Bruno Mars, Talk of the Devil. He has 11 nominations.
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar has 10. Rosé, if you don't know who she is, she's part of Blackpink, the K-pop group. She has 8 nominations, which is a surprise. Sabrina Carpenter has 8 nominations.
Yes.
And some of the nominations are Beyonce, Artist of the Year, Taylor Swift, Artist of the Year, Ariana Grande, Best Pop Artist. Then we have The Weeknd, Best Album. He finally... remember years ago he was annoyed because he didn't get nominated for anything.
Yes.
Now he's coming back.
And he had the highest selling album.
Yes, he did.
That year.
Yes, he did. And then we have LL Cool J featuring Eminem for Best Hip Hop. Chris Brown, Best R&B. I didn't even know he was back into singing. I haven't heard him lately. With Mariah Carey, Best R&B. Ed Sheeran, Song of the Year. And there's so many more. Do you have some?
You hit all the ones that I have. The thing for me is, Bruno Mars has been having some rough times in his life. I remember when he first came out, how people said he wouldn't release the music until it was perfect to him.
Yes.
And sometimes what he does is he does it over and over and over and over. So it's nice to know that people are giving him some love. So hopefully he will take that and take better care of himself.
Yes.
Let's see, Mariah Carey, I was like, she's looking good, she's sounding good, so that's really good. Lady Gaga, what can you say? She has just been knocking it out of the park. A lot of people were like, well, what about Taylor? And I'm like, Taylor Swift did okay. She made, $1 billion on tour. And, we can just kind of lump her on in here. She is getting ready to do some surprises.
Yes, she is.
We'll share that with you in a little bit. Okay. There's this man.
There's this man.
Rick Ross. And Rosetta and I were talking about him, and, he is a rapper, producer. He does a lot of work, and he has quite the presence in Atlanta.
Yes, he does. He was interviewed And did you know that he has the largest residential pool in the country?
Yes.
It is 350,000 gallons, his pool, and it sits on a 300, get this, 300, not 3 acres, 300-acre estate.
Yes.
And the estate is called the Promised Land. And you'd be surprised because he actually, it's not just a show pool. He does swim.
Right.
He actually does swim, which is good. And every year he has a massive pool party, and it's the who's who of who's.
All right.
So it's huge with all the floaties and people coming and drinks and having a good old time.
Yes.
And they interviewed him, and they asked him what he has for future plans. And he said, well, I was thinking maybe putting like 18 holes of golf on my estate. And they asked him, the interviewer, well, are you a fan of golf? He said, no, I'm not very good golfer. I'm not a big golfer, but it's always a great industry to be part of.
That's true.
So he is always looking out for the next best business deal to be made.
Yes.
So.
Well, you know, his house is 54,000 square feet. I can't imagine what the crew to clean that looks like.
Well, he probably has like service that come like
he has to
like once a week.
I mean, let me tell you, from a female's perspective, there's no way I'm going to be trying to clean no 54,000 square foot house.
But did you know that he does rent out his house for film production?
Yes.
And guess which movie was in that house? Eddie Murphy's Coming to America #1. Because Eddie Murphy actually requested that they film in that house.
Yes.
So it's a famous house. And we find out that Rick Ross not only has one house, but he has many houses.
Yes, he has
many.
Like 6 houses, and he's constantly adding. The thing about this house that a lot of people may or may not know, it was originally built and owned by Evander Holyfield.
Oh, I did not know that.
Back in the day.
Yeah, wow,
yes.
Wow.
So it's a, you know, as they say, it's a great house. Great house.
Massive.
So, as we said, we were going to talk a little bit about Taylor Swift, as they call her, Tay-Tay. So she announced her 12th album on the Kelsey Brothers podcast. You know, because, you know, one of the Kelsey brothers is her man. And she actually showed the cover, even though it was blurred.
Right, it was blurred. That's
yes.
Right.
Now, it was very symbolic because it was released on 8/12, and the album is the 12th album. You know, my husband, he always gets nervous because he's like, what's going to happen if they ever break up? And I said, she writes great music when she's upset. And he goes, oh, like Adele. And I go, yeah. Great music when you're.
She's always written great music from about her exes.
Her relationship.
It's just a ongoing thing.
Yeah. So my understanding is they are planning to do like phase 2 of the announcement on the Kelsey Brothers podcast. So if you are a Taylor Swift fan,
I'm sure,
or if you are a Kelsey fan, make sure you stay on top of that.
I'm sure they will.
I know they will. You know, it's very, very sad. Our thoughts and philosophy is that if you eliminate guns, a lot of these unnecessary shootings would be eliminated. However, we don't have the magic wand to say that guns, especially automatic repeat guns, are now illegal within the United States. So there was a CDC shooting outside of the CDC headquarters.
It was very sad, and the suspect, his name is Patrick White, and he actually went to the headquarters, and he actually killed one officer, police officer called David Rose. And it was very sad because we come to find out that David Rose was a Marine veteran. He had 2 children, and his wife was pregnant with their 3rd child.
I know, sad.
Very, very sad. And I don't think that he's been, he was what is it when you walk on stage and you get accepted as being a police officer?
Oh, it's when they do their graduation.
Their graduation induction,
yes.
or whatever. It
yes.
wasn't that long ago.
Right.
So he was quite new, and for all of this to happen just quite unexpectedly is so, I just don't understand this. I feel so sorry for his wife with the 2 children and
yes.
unexpected.
And another one on the way.
Yeah, it's crazy. And they say that the suspect his blame for shooting was for the COVID-19 because it made him sick and depressed.
Right.
So that was the main reason why he decided to do that. And I don't know. I just feel like, again, yes, people have mental health issues, but
yes.
if it wasn't for the guns,
then they wouldn't be able to carry out
right.
what they're attempting to do. And I also think this is kind of twofold because it's really sad that a lot of our officers are ex-soldiers. You know, they have forgotten that back in the day, if you did something, they would shoot you in the leg.
Yes.
So they could talk to you about why did you do what you did. Now everything is a kill shot.
Shoot to kill.
We've got to stop that because we need the information. We need to know. Yes, he said that, but why? Why did you feel that the COVID shot, out of all the vaccinations that are available that people are required, used to be required to take, why did you think that was the one that made you depressed?
Right.
Maybe it was something else. And if he had lived, we could have found out more. So
I don't understand that. Why is it shoot to kill instead of shoot to maim? Shoot to maim.
That's what it used to be. And I think we have to cycle back to that because there are situations where those shots are just depriving us of very valuable information.
We need that unanswered question.
Yeah, why?
It's a $64 million question we need to find out, and we don't get that now.
Yeah. Also, on Monday, there was a deadly shooting outside of I call it a Target in Austin, Texas. This was unprovoked as well. This left a 4-year-old and her grandfather and a Target employee as victims. The suspect was 32-year-old Ethan Nanika. He shot the grandfather, Hector Leopoldo Martinez Macucha. Yeah, Macha, something like that. Sorry. I'm trying to do the best I can. Leopoldo was a Target, I'm sorry, I got the names mixed up. He was the Target employee, and he was just out collecting carts in the parking lot, minding his own business. So the suspect, after he shot him, he then goes over because he realizes he's got to get away. He approaches the vehicle. Inside the vehicle is Adam Chow and his wife, Mina Nole, and his granddaughter, Astrid. He shot the child. He shot the father. He shot at the woman. Luckily, she survived, even though I'm sure she's thinking, why? Why did you leave me and take my family? Little Astrid was referred to, she used to call her grandfather Gong Gong. And she was just pure silliness and joy. That's what her family said. She was just, there was no reason for her to lose her life. She was just a beautiful little 4-year-old baby. And her family says that she loved singing and dancing and making the people in the family laugh. And they said that they are just broken and they're going to miss them both. The grandfather was Adam Chow. And so he wanted the vehicle. And then when they asked him, why did you do this? Because they found him and they tased him.
Right.
And they asked him and he said that, there was really no reason. He was Jesus. And I love how people like using these biblical names as a free get out of jail situation. And he took 3 lives. So that's very, very sad. But once again, if he couldn't get the gun, then he wouldn't be able to shoot.
And it would have been a
people.
different story.
Yeah.
Very different.
Very different. So the entire town, I think, of Austin is just mourning this loss. So I was watching one of the morning news shows. It was either the Today Show or it was CBS Morning with Gail King. And they started talking about this grocery store called Aldi's. And I was like, oops, Aldi's. And they were saying, the way they got me to watch it is they said most stores are raising their prices, which I agree, because
Yes.
I'm like, dear God, I go to the
Yes.
store now and I'm like, oh my God. And they said Aldi's was lowering their price. So I did a little research, and Aldi is a German-owned grocery chain. And where we live here in California, there are 109 stores. And I was like,
But not too many near us in
None.
Northern California,
None.
especially the Bay Area, Silicon Valley.
none. The closest one to us is Fresno.
That's 2 hours away.
Thank you. So it's not happening. However, what I learned about them is they designed their stores with savings in mind. So when they get a case, say they get a case of potato chips, they cut part of it out and they leave that case as the display,
Right.
and they stack more on it. So instead of buying racks and things like that, they just
put out the whole box.
the whole
entire
box. Yes, they you have to bring your own bags, and they don't bag your groceries for you.
Oh, I don't mind that.
I don't either. That's why I used to like Food for Less. You know, they just put it down the little trough and you bag
Well,
it
in
yourself.
England, they don't bag for you.
Yeah. They also, in order to get a shopping cart, you need a quarter. So all this tappy crap won't work. You have to have a real quarter to put into the little machine. There's a slot in the front. You put the quarter in, and then you can pull the cart.
Oh, okay. It's like the airport.
Yes, like the airport. Just right. So I thought, okay, that's really good. They said that the reason that they display the products inside their original shipping boxes is because it helps them keep the prices low. This store is open 365 days a year. It had so
Wow.
many attributes
Even
about
Christmas?
it. Even Christmas.
Wow.
It's had so many attributes of things that I love. And then they say they do a weekly ad, and then they do a price drop. So I'm looking on the first page of the ad, and it shows a cantaloupe. So up here, cantaloupes are what, like $3-4?
Yeah, I don't remember. I haven't bought one in a while.
99 cents. I know it's not 99 cents. Aldi's 99 cents. I was like, wow. So they're in Bakersfield, Anaheim, Burbank, Chino, Coachella, El Cajon, Oceanside, and of course Fresno's the closest one to us. So if you are out and about and you happen to be in any of these areas, check out that store and comment. Let us know what you thought and what you found, because I think that is just amazing that today there is a store with reasonable prices.
Yes.
I was amazed. Speaking of grocery stores, I also saw that Tiffany Haddish, you know her, she's a comedian, she's an actress, she's a stand-up, she does a lot of shows and events. She went to a local grocery store in Altadines. That's where we had those massive fires in January, and it destroyed the communities. And she wanted to do something to help the people because, as we've shared with you, a lot of people are not getting the money they need to rebuild. They have to do new inspections. They're going to have to, pour new foundations. It's going to take a minute. If you don't have money to rebuild, it's going to take even longer. So she gave every person at the store outside, they had 500 people outside in lines waiting to get inside to shop.
So she must have advertised this a while, like before this happened,
I
right?
think she told them that she told the owners of the store, but they knew that she was coming. And then what she did is, I think she announced it, and then they started calling people that they knew. But people were in line. She gave every person $150 worth of groceries. And say it was $175, she'd just take her personal credit card and tap it so that they could get the food that they had. I think that's amazing.
Amazing.
And she was crying while she was doing it because she said it was touching her heart. because Tiffany, part of her stand-up, she talks about when she was homeless and she lived out of her car.
Yes, she did.
And how Kevin Hart gave her like $300 and told her, go to a hotel, get you a room, clean yourself up, and think about what it is you want to do. And this is like full circle, her giving back.
And she always talks about like her back in the day. She likes Groupon a lot because she likes to get those
she
deals.
was the Groupon girl for a while.
Yes.
I mean, she was almost more famous doing that than her stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So Tiffany, you know, that's
Applaud.
amazing.
We love it, and we think that you did such great work.
Yes. I mean, she spent over $100,000. So I'm sure the community appreciates it because
she gave a shout out to Kevin.
Yes,
during
to come.
her interview to come.
Yes.
And when she said that, I told Gloria, hey, wouldn't this be great if it was like the ALS challenge?
Yes, where it just kept rotating and rotating.
Yes, you nominate someone, like if she nominates Kevin Hart, then Kevin Hart nominates
the next person.
XYZ nominates ABC.
Yeah, and we just keep it going.
Yeah.
Yes, because we want to do what we can to bring some love and support to our communities. And I think it's amazing what you did, Tiffany.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, Saturday was an amazing day. And I'm not talking about because the freeway 680 was closed and nobody could get anywhere. It took 30 minutes just to get out of my neighborhood. It was a rough Saturday. No, I'm talking about Jen Powell. She became the first female Major League Baseball umpire to work home plate in history.
Amazing.
She umpired the Braves versus the Mariners game. That is amazing for a woman. And she was so happy and so excited. And I always love umpires. My uncle used to umpire games. And, you know, he would do all the moves. You're out. You know, they didn't just go, you're out. They do all that stuff.
Yeah.
I love that. And there's one scene that I saw where she was like doing the dance. So Jen, congratulations.
Congratulations.
You blew that ceiling. We're always trying to find ceilings that hold women down. And you blew that one.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Great. I love it.
So you'd have to be under a rock to not be concerned with what's going on with our weather patterns right now. We've got flash flooding. I mean, the volume of rain, I still say they're missing a great opportunity. Just like they have tunnels to run drugs, we should have tunnels for water. Because us here in California, we would love to get that water.
Yes, we would.
All the fires that we have, you know, the fires in Canada, the fires that are in Colorado, you know, if we could get some of that flooding water, and it would take away the devastation of people losing their homes.
Exactly. And there is a new storm because it's coming. Yes. It's called Tropical Erin. The storm is Storm Erin, and it's 1,400 miles from east of the Virgin Islands. Yes. So they're saying it's going to hit very soon, within 24 hours.
Yeah.
So
well, right now it's around 50 miles per hour. However, if it keeps rolling, by Monday it'll be 115 miles per hour.
Wow, 150. That.
And Puerto Rico is right in the path before it gets to the coastline of the rest of the United States, because Puerto Rico, is a part of the United States. Please remember and know that.
Yes, everybody should know that.
That's important.
Yeah, we've gone full circle because now we're at Storm Erin. We're back to E again.
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of
amazing.
Storms.
Let's see. So the East Coast. Well, let's start in the middle of the country. So in the middle of the country, we still have the rain, the flooding. We have the heat. I cannot tell you how hot it is. Nashville, Knoxville, they're on guard for high flooding. So that kind of tells you where that is. We are having Southern California, here where we are. Vegas, I was talking to my sister yesterday morning, and at 8:15 a.m. it was already 95 degrees. and I think they tapped out at 115.
Today is 110.
Yes, already.
And it's that temperature stays consistent for 3 or 4 hours.
Yes.
So at 10 p.m. it's 96 degrees.
Yes, they're going to bed now. I can't imagine there's any place in Vegas that doesn't have air conditioning. However, if you are unfortunate and you don't have air conditioning, that's like trying to sleep in a sauna. That's hard to accomplish.
Yeah, it's also like driving around with a car that doesn't have AC.
Yes,
either.
that's bad too. So they are, on one hand, they're like, okay, we're flooding, we've got all this water, and then on the other hand, it's hot. So a lot of people are going to the beaches for, a little relief. You have to be very careful. As we shared with you all, Malcolm Jamal Warner, who was a swimmer, was pulled under the current. And they're talking right now about people, if you go to a beach and there's not a lifeguard on duty, be very, very careful, because people are getting caught under these undercurrents, and then the people on the beaches are running in to rescue them and save them, and they're having to be taken to emergency services. They had high winds in Denver where you could see the umbrellas, the big umbrellas that were stuck in the dirt, just flying through the air. So you have to be aware of your environment and know where you are. And so there are all kinds of advisories. There's heat advisories, there's flooding advisories. So just be very, very careful.
It's one extreme to the other.
Yes. And like Chicago, they're flooding and they're hot. It's just,
like we say all the time when we do our chats, this has to be, there's no coincidence that all this is happening. And we're seeing this now every single year. This year was worse than every other year, because it wasn't just in the summer. It was like the whole year we were seeing bad weather.
We have had some summer days, but we haven't had our typical hot summer.
No, we haven't.
And then like I heard this morning that parts of Alaska is flooding because the glaciers are melting.
They showed that, yes.
So please be careful. If you see standing water, just act like that's a river and turn around.
Yep, exactly.
Don't try and, I've got a 4x4. That doesn't mean anything. Be very, very careful. Wow. We want to always make sure we keep the conversation going about climate change. And that's why we bring you this information. And if you have something to share, please, I can't stand them. Please share that information with us. We would love to hear your points of view. Thank you so much for listening to our chat. And as always, we're at the most interesting aspects. We're sorry we missed you last week because, what was that? Something ends. The concert of last weekend, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday up in San Francisco. It was music.
Oh, yes.
You could watch it on Prime. So I'm sure Rosetta's got some great things for this upcoming weekend.
Yes, I do. Events around the Bay, everyone. So we're going to start. We have movies in the park, Wicked, and it's going to be in Cupertino. So if you're in Cupertino, Friday, it's going to be at Creekside Park, and the movie starts at 8 p.m. And the movie is going to be Wicked. So that'll be a good one. I love that one. That was a great movie.
I wonder because they recorded the second one.
I think it's coming out soon.
Yeah. Because I know it's done. Like they said, the next one was already in the can.
Yes, it's coming soon. Next, we have the West Coast Asian Foodie Festival in San Mateo, and it's at the San Mateo County Event Center, and it's this Saturday. It starts at 10 a.m. And you're going to immerse yourself with the Asian culture. You're going to have performances, music, exhibits, taste a variety of authentic Asian dishes, watch traditional dances, and browse through unique crafts. And this in-person event promises to be a feast for the senses. So don't forget, if you want more detail for all these events, they're down below in the comments, and there's a link so you can click on that. All right, next we have Clear the Shelter Adoption. And this event is Saturday at the City of San Jose Animal Care and Services on Monterey Road. And it says that it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The shelter is housing a Clear the Shelter adoption event to finding loving homes for the sheltered pets in their care. The event will include special guests, giveaways, and treats for the two-legged and four-legged friends. All adoption fees waived.
Nice.
Okay, so you don't have to pay a fee. And every adoption includes, get this, the animal will be either spayed or neutered, vaccines, and a microchip.
Oh, wonderful.
Amazing. So that's really great, because usually you don't get all that with it. Next, and then we have, have more here. Then we have wine tasting and casino. It says, join us on August the 16th, which is Saturday. We will be visiting a winery where we'll do a tasting and have some food for 2 hours. Following, we will travel to Grattan Casino, where we will spend 5 hours.
She meant Grayton. That's that English accent.
Grayton. Is it Grayton?
It's Grayton,
okay.
Yes.
You will receive $20 credit at the casino for games. Departs in San Jose, it's $65 per person. And below is actually the information, because it will say reserve and there's a number there.
Perfect.
So you can do that.
That way you don't have to drive.
Yes, exactly. Next we have Historian Tour at Winchester Mystery House. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And it is actually run by Janan Boehm, official house historian and curator. For a rare and intimate 2-hour tour to the Winchester Mystery House, with a small group, you'll go past ropes and through locked doors. So you'll go into the locked doors.
Behind the scenes. I love that.
Gaining a deeper understanding of the house's construction and ongoing preservation efforts, all from the foremost expert on the property. So you can purchase your tickets from the link below. Next, we have Mountain Winery. Who is coming to Mountain Winery?
Yes.
None other than Diana Ross.
Woo! I
This
know that's going to be
Saturday,
amazing.
7:30, again, Mountain Winery. So if you haven't got your tickets, the good seats may be gone, but link below if you want to see what seats are available. You never know, right? That'll be amazing. Okay, and next we have San Francisco 90th Anniversary Gem Fest. I love these gem shows. Oh my God, I'm like a kid in a candy store here.
You and I both. I can spend hours.
Yes, hours. It is August the 16th to the 17th, so it's both days. And it is San Francisco Gem and Mineral Society Clubhouse, and it's celebrating 90 years. So join us the first 3 weekends in August for free family fun at the Clubhouse in Sunset. And it says Friday evening will feature potlucks and social events, while Saturday and Sunday afternoons will feature educational talks, hands-on demo, gold panning, stone cutting, faceting, and more. Visit Facebook for, you can see it on Facebook, but there's some more information in the link below. So this is going to be a great event, which I'm very, very excited for, but too bad I will not be available.
Aww.
But I do love any gem shows. If it was close, I love them. So there you have it. These are some of the events around the Bay.
Yes, so much fun. And I tell you, the acoustics at the Vineyard, Diana Ross is going to sound amazing. I mean, I saw Linda Rostad back in the day, and she was like, I'm really sorry, I have a cold. And that girl opened her mouth, and we were all like, wow. I mean, you could hear a pin drop because everyone was just,
I did not know that Diana Ross was coming until recently, and I wish I'd known earlier because I may have bought tickets.
Yes, she's amazing. So, that's it. Another chat. We want to thank you all for the opportunity to connect with you We are grateful that you stay with us to the end. We would love to get to the point that we had thousands and millions of people watching our videos. So help us out. Tell us what we can do to make things a little bit more interesting.
And we would love it if you would hit that thumb icon to show that you liked it, because I'm sure you did.
Yes.
We're hoping you did.
Yes.
And if you haven't subscribed, why not?
Yes.
Please subscribe.
Yes.
And you can hit the bell notification, because that just notifies you when our chats are ready to be viewed.
Yes.
We love that.
Yes,
and
we love you. And we're so grateful. And we send our love back to you. Mwah! Bubbling over.
And we are Silicon Valley girls. Chat over tea.
And remember to always keep smiling.
Bye-bye.
Bye.